Well, we have dozens of jurors that have been sworn in for today, and we're getting an idea of the strategy for each side and how they're picking who they want to be on the jury.
Right. You can see the prosecution is going for folks that are highly educated, right? People that are able to dissect and listen to the arguments. But the defense is going for social media. They're looking at their past. They're trying to see, well, what did you tell me today? And how does that conflict with what you may have said in the past? Or were you excited that the president didn't win in 2020? Were you excited that, he may be charged? One individual was removed from the jury because he said, get him out of there, let's arrest him. I mean, things like that. Your social media posts are there forever. And I didn't anticipate a day that I'd say that we are looking at social media posts to determine if a person could put their bias to the side, because that's what you have to do. It's not that you don't have a bias, it's can you set it aside for this jury duration of the trial and be able to listen, take the laws as given to you, and render the decision regardless of your bias. And that's the problem that we're seeing. And yes, those strategies are playing out in real time. We're in the early beginning stages of this. There's 12 steps. We're only in step 2. Even though it seems like we've been there for a while, what did they do after the first 2 days? They took a break because I seem everyone was tired. But today they'll get right back to it. They're moving at record pace. You're talking about 7 folks that I didn't think we'd probably get until the middle of next week. Yeah. And so we're already here.
I remember you saying this really could be drug out a long time. So we're there quicker than we thought already. And I feel like there's 2 parts of this timeline. You've got the jury selection, which could take a long time, and then the actual trial has to start, which I'm sure the prosecution would love this to wrap up before the election.
I anticipate
defense wants to probably push it.
I anticipate it wraps up way before that. I mean, 6 to 8 weeks is what both sides have said they anticipated. Yeah. And if you're judging Judge Merchant's time frame, the way he's running his courtroom, he's really efficient. A judge does only call balls and strike, but they also manage time. And so they're the proverbial shot clock. A couple times throughout the jury questions from prosecution side, he'd say, listen, have you got there yet? It's about time. Go ahead and wrap it up, letting the attorneys know, okay, your questions are kind of wasting time. Let's move this along. He can do that same thing throughout the process. And so if he's tipping his hat to anything, he's tipping his hat, the judge that is, to I want to make sure this moves at a efficient pace. Not a fast pace, not a slow pace, but efficient. But this jury selection is record pace, lightning fast.
And we could have opening statements as soon as Monday.
I anticipated. I mean, the folks that were already sworn in on Tuesday, they were given instructions to come back on Monday at a time. And so I would say opening statements could obviously be there. They still have some procedural things, some things that have to happen outside the presence of the jury. They have to have a Sandoval hearing that will be determining if that person, the types of things they can come in and ask during the questions for the former president. So that hearing has to happen. That's the pretrial hearing before we even get into the actual hearing. And so while they may be back on Monday of next week, I don't anticipate opening statements that early. But again, I've been wrong because I didn't anticipate us having 7 people at this point right now.